Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. Alright, so we gotta talk about this raid day coming to Pokemon Go. I'm actually really excited about this one. It's going to be featuring the Mega Evolution Mega Gallade, and this is going to be the debut of this Mega Evolution. You're going to want to pay attention to this one because when it comes to this Mega Evolution, it's actually pretty relevant. And then on top of that, raid days are, in my opinion, some of the best forms of content within Pokemon Go. So yeah, let's go over the details for this raid day, and at the end of it, I'll be sharing some of my thoughts. Mega Gallade raid day is going to be happening on Saturday, January 11th from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. The featured Pokemon for this raid day is going to be none other than Mega Gallade. Now, during this event, we're going to have the following event bonuses, and these are typical for every single raid day. The limit for remote raiding is going to be increased to 20, starting on Friday, January 10th at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time until Saturday, January 11th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then during this event, you're going to receive up to 5 additional free raid passes when you spin gym photo discs. And then you're going to have an increased chance at encountering Shiny Gallade from Mega Raids. Now, there's going to be an event ticket for $5 USD or the equivalent pricing in your currency. You can purchase this ticket in the in-game shop, and it's going to grant you the following bonuses. You're going to get 8 additional raid passes from spinning gym photo discs, which is going to give you a total of 15 free raid passes, and then you're going to have an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from raid battles. And then you're going to get 50% more experience from raids and double the amount of Stardust when you win raids. These bonuses will be effective on Saturday, January 11th from 2 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. local time. So even after the raid hours end, you will still be able to have these bonuses. Now, if you plan to participate for this particular raid day and you're someone who is willing to spend money, I always say that these $5 raid day tickets are always worth it because they actually provide you with an insane amount of value. Not only are you getting additional raid passes that equates to a lot more than $5 worth of Pokecoins, but you're also going to be getting some specific bonuses which will definitely enhance your gameplay. Getting extra Rare Candy XL for a raid boss that's easy to take down, that's something you should not ignore because every single one of these raids are going to be spawning around the clock, and if you could take them down quite easily, then you're going to get yourself a ton of Rare Candy XL, which is a very important resource. That's good coffee. So, let's talk about this Mega Gallade raid day. So I'm actually really excited about this one, mainly because when it comes to Mega Evolutions, Mega Gallade is one that I was definitely looking forward to. There's not many good options when it comes to fighting type Mega Evolutions, at least for right now. So I think the introduction of Mega Gallade is definitely going to change things up. It's going to be a really solid alternative to Mega Lucario. And I think for a lot of players, they are looking for something new. They are looking for something fresh. And I really do think that these raid days are a great way to spice things up. Because when it comes to Pokemon Go's monthly events, we have community days and most recently with limited research days. And now we have raid days and max raid days or whatever. So I really do think that for what it's worth, this is some really great content. It definitely is a way to get the community together, and I really do think that it is extremely rewarding, even if you are free to play. Of course, with raid days, they give you 5 free raid passes for these events, and if you spend the $5 for the ticket, you often get a good amount of raid passes. You definitely get your money's worth. So I really am a fan of these raid days. I think they are a solid form of content, and something that I really wanted for 2024 was that Niantic started doing a lot more raid days, because originally they would have maybe 1 or 2 raid days for an entire season, but as of right now it seems like they are monthly, which I am a huge fan of. So yeah, for what it's worth, I am thinking this is going to be a really good time. I really do think that for a lot of players who do not have Mega Lucario, this is going to be a great second option. And then on top of that, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be raiding for this Mega Evolution because Mega Gallade is definitely one that I think a lot of players would actually want. At the very least, they would like to get the Pokédex entry. And then on top of that, the increased shiny chance that's typical with these raid days, that's always going to draw players out regardless who the raid boss is. And I think for Mega Gallade, it's going to be one of those where people would definitely want to get it shiny. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of people to show up for this one, and I actually think it's going to be a really good time. Hopefully the weather will not be too bad. I do know that in the middle of January, it tends to be really cold and snowy, at least here in Chicago. But I do think that regardless of the weather, you typically see a lot of players come out if the content is really good. And I do think that a Mega Gallade raid day is definitely just that. It's definitely going to draw a lot of players out, and I really am looking forward to it. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Do you plan to go all out for this raid day? Are you looking forward to it? Or are you going to be skipping this one out? And I would like to know the reasons why in the comments down below. And yeah, let's have a great discussion. Also, something you need to keep in mind is that when it comes to Mega Gallade, if you do miss out on this raid day, it will likely be available in Mega Evolution raids almost immediately after. So do keep that in mind. If you miss out on this raid day, the only thing you're really going to be missing out on is the increased shiny chance, but you will still have an opportunity to get yourself this Mega Evolution. So do not worry about it if you cannot attend this raid day. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I hope you found it to be enjoyable and informative. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, the absolute best way to do so is by joining my Patreon. And if you go to one of the links in the description below, it'll take you to my Patreon page. And if you become a paid Patreon member, you get a permanent spot on my in-game Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for stuff like remote raids in the friendship system, if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, like all the people that you see on the bottom of your screen, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a completely different way, you could do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula. I'm on the platforms that you see on screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow. And with that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all in the next one.